You know, most people have no idea how desperately their bodies are craving real nutritionists, especially after years of bouncing between diets, cutting calories, fearing fat, and avoiding foods that could actually help them heal. And here's the twist: one of the most misunderstood foods of the past, the simple egg, turns out to be exactly what your metabolism has been missing, especially if you follow healthy keto or intermittent fasting. Let me ask you something directly. What if the food you were told to limit your whole life is actually one of the most powerful tools for energy, focus, and satiety? Sounds almost rebellious, right? But eating 3 to 4 eggs a day doesn't overload your cholesterol. It helps your body operate the way it was designed to. That alone already challenges decades of outdated beliefs. And the fascinating part, the benefits show up quicker than most people expect. Your mind feels clearer, your hunger finally quiets down, and your mood evens out, all because you're finally giving your body real, usable fuel. Today, you're going to understand exactly what happens inside you when you make this simple daily habit a priority. When people ask me how many eggs they should eat each day, I usually smile and say, let's start with 3 or 4 and see how your body thanks you later. It sounds bold at first, but once you understand how this simple food behaves inside your metabolism, especially if you heed into nutrition anchored in healthy, keto and intermittent, it suddenly feels like common sense. Eggs bring that steady energy that keeps your mind sharp, almost like flipping on a clean burning internal switch. For years, folks were terrified of eggs because of cholesterol myths that never had solid ground. But modern research keeps showing the same thing. Eating eggs doesn't raise your bad cholesterol the way those old commercials tried to convince you. In fact, for many people, the opposite happens. Better lipid balance, more stable hormones, and improved satiety. It's one of those delightful moments when science taps you on the shoulder and whispers, yeah, they were wrong. And before we dive deeper, it's worth noticing why eggs stand out in such a crowded world of protein sources. They come packaged with the fats, micronutrients, and metabolic triggers that support ketone production during a fasting lifestyle. It's like nature designed a compact little fuel cell with everything aligned for clarity, focus, and long-lasting energy. And once you see what happens next, you'll understand why the conversation around eggs and cholesterol needs a serious rewrite. It's almost funny how long the old cholesterol propaganda managed to stay alive. For decades, people were told that eating eggs was like signing a contract with heart trouble. Yet no one ever stopped to question where that fear came from or whether it made any sense. When you look closer, especially through the lens of NutriQuo, aligned with healthy keto and intermittent, the whole story starts to fall apart pretty quickly. Eggs have never been the villain they were made out to be. They don't spike your LDL in the dangerous way those outdated posters warned about. And they certainly don't clog your arteries just because they contain dietary cholesterol. Your body is far smarter than that. It regulates its own cholesterol production based on what you eat, almost like having an internal thermostat that adjusts with surprising precision. What's even more interesting is how new studies keep stacking up, reinforcing what many metabolic researchers have been saying for years. Eggs can actually improve the overall lipid profile for a lot of people. Better HDL, better ratios, better metabolic flexibility, especially when combined with low-carb principles. And as we explore why the egg itself is so unique, you'll start to see how this tiny food pulls off such an impressive feat. One of the reasons eggs have earned such a loyal place in the world of NutriQuo, especially within healthy keto and intermittent, is their unmatched biological value. Their protein is so complete and so efficiently used by the body that it's almost like your cells look at an egg and say, ah, finally, the good stuff. Very few foods deliver amino acids with this kind of precision and balance. While muscle-based proteins from meat or fish are great, they simply don't match the absorption rate of egg protein. The body has an easier time breaking down and utilizing the nutrients in an egg, which is why people often feel more energized and satisfied after eating them. It's clean fuel, a type of protein that slides right into your metabolic machinery without much resistance or waste. And the role of protein goes far beyond building muscle. It's the raw material for tendons, hormones, enzymes, neurotransmitters, and even cellular repair. So when you give your body a protein source that's this efficient, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're supporting the entire internal infrastructure. And this becomes even more intriguing when we compare how eggs and meat behave differently as actual fuel. Most people don't realize that only about 10 to 20% of the protein from meat can actually be converted into usable fuel. It's still valuable for nutrition, claro, but the body tends to treat it more as structural material than energy. That's why a heavy meat-based meal can make you feel full, but not necessarily energized. Especially if you're applying healthy keto or jejum intermittent and expecting clean metabolic performance. Eggs, on the other hand, behave completely differently. Because of the natural fats in the yolk, those same fats that support ketone production, up to 65% of their protein can be used as fuel. Imagine that. 2/3 of this tiny food becomes energy your body can tap into smoothly, without the metabolic drag that often follows lean meats. It's one of the reasons eggs feel so stabilizing during long fasting windows. And this contrast becomes even more obvious when you look at extremely lean meats, like rabbit meat. Hunters used to call it rabbit starvation because eating only that kind of meat led to weakness, headaches, and even nausea, simply because there wasn't enough fat to help the body process the protein. Eggs, with their perfect fat-protein balance, don't have that problem. And as we move into their protective properties, it gets even more fascinating. One thing most people never notice is how eggs come with their own built-in security system. The whites are loaded with antimicrobial proteins that were literally designed to protect life. It's nature saying, "Let me guard this nutrient treasure until someone worthy comes along." When we think about NutriQuo within, healthy keto or jejum intermittent, this protective design becomes even more impressive. It keeps the food stable, safe, and remarkably clean. But here's the catch. Some compounds in raw egg whites bind to biotin and iron, making them harder to absorb. That's why chugging raw eggs, Rocky style, isn't exactly the metabolic advantage many imagine. Over time, it can even create a biotin deficiency, which shows up as fatigue, poor skin quality, and low energy. Definitely not what someone in ketosis or fasting wants. The beauty, though, is that cooking neutralizes this issue completely. A simple soft-boiled or lightly scrambled egg flips those anti-nutrient switches off and unleashes the full nutrient potential. No friction, no nutrient blockage, no surprises. And once your body absorbs the real payload inside an egg, especially the yolk, you begin to see why its essential nutrients are in a league of their own. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, and most of that power is concentrated in the yolk. The yolk contains all essential amino acids, including leucine, which plays a key role in muscle repair, recovery, and growth. It's also the richest natural source of choline, a nutrient that supports liver function, bile production, cell membrane integrity, and even DNA regulation. For people with genetic methylation issues, the choline from eggs is especially important. Eggs also provide two critical antioxidants many people associate only with eye health: lutein and zeaxanthine. These protect the retina from blue light, UV exposure, inflammation, and age-related damage. They also support the brain, improving memory, learning, and overall cognitive function. In addition, eggs are high in vitamin B12 and folate, two nutrients that work together to support energy production, red blood cell formation, and nervous system health. Overall, eggs deliver a rare combination of high-quality protein, essential vitamins, brain protective, antioxidants, and nutrients that are difficult to obtain elsewhere, all in one small, highly absorbable food. Eggs contain two of the most important antioxidants for long-term health: lutein and zeaxanthine. These compounds accumulate in the retina and act as natural filters against blue light and UV radiation. They help protect your eyes from oxidative stress and reduce the risk of macular degeneration. Because modern life exposes us to screens all day, these antioxidants are more essential than ever. Eggs make it easy to maintain healthy levels. What makes lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs unique is their high bioavailability. The natural fats in the yolk dramatically increase absorption, far more than supplements or vegetables alone. That means your body can use these nutrients more efficiently for eye protection. They also support contrast, sensitivity, and night vision. For anyone dealing with digital eye strain, eggs provide a practical solution. Beyond vision, these antioxidants also support cognitive function. Lutein is found in the brain, where it improves neural communication, memory processing, and learning ability. Researchers have linked higher lutein levels to better mental clarity and sharper cognitive performance. Zeaxanthin works alongside it to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in neural tissue. Together, they make eggs one of the most powerful foods for brain and eye longevity. Eggs provide a range of unique compounds that go far beyond basic nutrition. Their yolk contains phospholipids, which help build cell membranes and support cognitive performance, especially memory and focus. These healthy fats also improve nutrient absorption and help maintain hormonal balance. Because they're naturally paired with cholesterol, the body uses them efficiently to repair tissues. Few foods deliver this combination in such a bioavailable form. Another important group of compounds in eggs acts similarly to ACE inhibitors, helping support healthy blood pressure. These naturally occurring peptides relax blood vessels and help improve circulation without the side effects of medication. Eggs also contain vitamin K2, a nutrient that guides calcium away from arteries and into the bones where it belongs. This makes eggs a valuable food for cardiovascular and bone health. It's a nutritional package designed to support long-term wellness. The yolk is also rich in retinol, active vitamin A, and vitamin D, two fat-soluble nutrients essential for immunity, hormone health, and cell repair. Retinol supports skin, vision, and reproductive function, while vitamin D plays a central role in mood regulation and bone strength. Together, these nutrients create a powerful synergy that enhances overall metabolic function. And because eggs deliver them in their natural active forms, absorption is significantly higher than from fortified foods. This makes eggs one of the most efficient nutrient sources available. When it comes to choosing the right eggs, most people don't realize the huge differences between them. Conventional caged eggs still dominate the market around 65%, but they come from hens living under intense stress, which affects nutrient quality. Cage-free sounds better, yet in reality it simply means not in a cage, without guaranteeing outdoor access or better feed. Pasture-raised, on the other hand, offers richer yolk color, more omega-3 south, and a healthier nutrient profile. And of course, true farm eggs from local producers tend to be even more vibrant and flavorful. One thing many people don't know is that conventional eggs often contain artificial pigments to make the yolk look healthier than it really is. Organic eggs may help a bit with pesticide exposure, but organic feed still usually relies on corn and soy, which raises omega-6 levels. High omega-6 intake fights against the benefits of healthy keto and inflammation control. That's why eggs from hens that roam freely and eat insects naturally tend to be the best choice. Their yolks look different because the nutrition behind them is different. Some producers now enrich eggs with omega-3s south by modifying the hen's feed, and this can be a good upgrade if pasture-raised options are hard to find. I've even tested omega-3 rich feed myself and saw noticeable improvements in yolk density and color. These eggs often provide a smoother energy curve when paired with intermittent fasting or low-carb meals. They simply sit better in the system. When you mix superior feed with natural living conditions, you get an egg that truly supports metabolic health from the inside out. Pairing eggs with the right foods can dramatically amplify their nutritional benefits. For example, combining eggs with arugula boosts the absorption of its phytonutrients by up to 9 times, thanks to the fats in the yolk. Adding onions to your egg dishes also supports natural detox pathways, especially when your body is burning fat on healthy keto. A simple sprinkle of black pepper and salt can enhance carotenoid absorption even further. These small tweaks turn an ordinary meal into a metabolic powerhouse. Just be careful not to overcook your eggs. High heat can damage some of their most valuable nutrients. A gentle scramble or soft-boiled egg preserves more antioxidants and keeps the fats stable. If you're adding tomatoes, even better. The yolk helps your body use lycopene more effectively, which supports heart and skin health. And remember, even conventional eggs are still far superior to many low-quality protein sources. When you anchor your meals around whole nutrient-dense foods, your energy stays steady for hours. Eggs also pair beautifully with healthy fats, like avocado butt. Skip the refined avocado oil, which is often oxidized or adulterated. Instead, cook with a bit of butter or olive oil, just keeping the heat moderate to avoid burning. These fat combinations work incredibly well during intermittent fasting windows because they keep insulin low while delivering sustained energy. It's a simple strategy, but it makes your meals more satisfying and metabolically friendly. In the long run, your body will thank you for these tiny upgrades. Including eggs in at least one daily meal is one of the simplest upgrades you can make to support metabolic health. Their balance of protein, natural fats, antioxidants, and micronutrients works beautifully with healthy keto and intermittent fasting. You'll feel the difference in steady energy, clearer thinking, and reduced cravings. It's a small commitment that pays off quickly. Your body responds when you feed it what it actually needs. If you're unsure where to start, a basic 2-egg meal is already enough to shift your nutritional foundation. You can build from there, exploring combinations that boost absorption and digestion. Most people are surprised at how easily eggs fit into fast-paced routines without sacrificing quality. And when you choose higher quality eggs, the benefits become even more noticeable. It's one of the few foods that adapts to your lifestyle rather than fighting against it. And if this topic sparked your curiosity, you'll definitely want to explore which proteins you should add to your other meals throughout the day. Each choice you make moves you a step closer to better energy and a healthier metabolism. Think of it as a long-term investment, simple, repeatable, and sustainable. Once you take this first step, everything else in your nutrition journey becomes easier. And trust me, the next lesson will open even more doors. Now it's your moment to put everything into practice. Don't just store this information in your mind. Try it. Add 3 to 4 eggs a day and watch how your body responds in terms of energy, focus, and satiety, especially if you're already following healthy keto or intermittent fasting. Real nutrition only shows its power when you allow yourself to feel the difference. Let me leave you with a provocative question. What old belief about eggs held you back the most? And now that you know the truth, what's keeping you from testing this simple daily habit for yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective might help someone who's still stuck where you were. And before you go, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next steps on mastering your own metabolism. For those who want to go deeper, there are additional resources with up-to-date information on natural strategies and well-rated options for 2025. The link is right below in the video description.